That's literally a potato peeler. Hang on. Oh! Cheers! Once again, drinking by my shelf with all new books that I've bought this week. Oh, it tastes like holidays. I thought I'd go and show you some of the exciting books and why I bought them. Shrill by Lindy West. It's not that there was one reason why I bought this book. I would have had to have had an amazing reason to not buy this book. Mainly, I've heard a lot about it from Louise O'Neill, who I obsessively follow on Snapchat, and she's been talking about this book. Also, I follow Lindy West on Twitter, and she's really funny, and I love everything she writes. It's subtitled Notes from a Loud Woman, and I just love that it's unapologetic in everything that women are criticised for being: shrill, loud, and fat. That's not in the title of the book, but that is a lot of what it's about. I love the look of this book as well. I love that colour scheme, and I especially love pink. Next, we have a book I'm very excited about, Hot Little Hands. This is a collection of short stories, and I got sent it, the Kindle edition, and absolutely loved it. I've actually bought 3 copies, 1 for me and 2 to give out to friends. I found myself actually just gripped and compelled to keep turning the pages, which usually doesn't happen for me in short stories. You get to the end of one story and then you have to start all over again. Whereas in this one, even though it's all new characters, all new settings, they're set in different places across the world, it still felt like it was part of this one narrative that I just couldn't stop reading. I guess I've been kind of cheating when I said that I bought all of these books. I didn't buy this one, I was given it by a friend. This is The Outside Lands. It hasn't come out yet. My friend works at a publishing house, so I get advanced copies sometimes, which is great. And it's about a brother and a sister in California in the 60s, in San Francisco, and about how the conflict in Vietnam affects each of them. It looks like it's going to be kind of tragic. Now this one I am super psyched for. Jonasson has written The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. I can't even tell you how much I adored it. Then he wrote The Girl Who Saved the King of Sweden, which was also hilarious, and I didn't even know a third one was coming out. This one's called Hitman Anders and the Meaning of It All. I didn't even look at the blurb or anything. It was written by Jonasson, and then that was all I needed. I was getting it. Fangirl. I have not read any Rainbow Rowell before, which is rare because people are obsessed with her and I can't believe I haven't read any, but I just haven't. I am part of the Girl Gang book club, which anyone can be part of. You can just join, just search it on Twitter, hashtag here. We're going to read it this month. I love the colours of this book, just for a start. Green is my favourite colour. I love this title, Fangirl, because I'm a massive fangirl about so many things, so I feel like this is going to be hashtag relatable for me. I love so many things about this book. I love the title, The Square Root of Summer. I love that cover, I love the colours, I love the font, I love what it's about. It's a love story, but a love story with time travel. I have a guilty pleasure obsession with books involving time travel and other universes, even though almost every time I read them I'm always disappointed. So I'm like, that's not how time travel would work. Okay, I'm so happy that I've got this book. This isn't a new book, it's been out for a few years now, but it's only relatively recently that I discovered Jessie on Instagram. So she is the girl who played Lavender Brown in Harry Potter, and she now does these little doodles, and they are hilarious. They're all about dating, basically. They're all a little bit weird and a little bit cutesy, and they're just adorable. So I'm excited to have a whole book full of them to read, probably on the loo. Another book club pick here. This is Persepolis, which is the June pick for Emma Watson's book club, Our Shared Shelf, which I'm part of on Goodreads. Oh, I can put that there now. Woo, no hands. I've never read a graphic novel before in my life. I'm really excited to try something totally brand new for myself, and also to be doing it as part of Emma Watson's book club, because there's so many other people in that club who join in, so you get so many different perspectives, which is great. And then finally, Vagina, a new biography. I have a feeling that I'm going to hate this book, but I bought this one as part of the Banging Book Club. The Banging Book Club is run by 3 YouTubers, Hannah Witten, Lena Norms and Lucy Moon. They take turns hosting a video with their thoughts on the book on their channels. They also do a podcast, which is a bit longer, talking about the books, and people are encouraged to make their own videos and upload them, and they put them all in a playlist. It's a really fun interactive book club. This was actually the book for last month, but I will try and catch up. I loved what the girls had to say about it. So they were talking about how reading this book made them feel more in touch with their own vaginas, which I thought was great. They did say, however, that they didn't agree with everything in this book, and I think that I'm going to feel the same. It sounds like Naomi Wolf perpetuates a lot of strict gender differences, which I don't really buy into and don't really enjoy reading about. I do love the fact that it's a book called Vagina. I love that it's a whole book dedicated to the vagina, which we're usually told not to talk about and to feel ashamed of. And I'm really excited to read this one in public on the tube with the cover right there, but I can imagine myself getting a little bit pissed off with this one. That was my Friday shelf. Do let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books, if you have any recommendations. You can also add me on Snapchat to see my reactions as I read them. My Snapchat is here. Don't forget to subscribe below by clicking here. I'm going to try and do a video every week. My shelf is tilting somewhat. It does have a hook, but the hook is over there. So thanks for drinking with me and my shelf, and I'll see you next time.